Do you know the real secret of millionaires? It's not luck, it's not inheritance, and it's not being in the right place at the perfect time. The real secret is mindset. Successful people think differently. While many wait for something external to change their lives, millionaires understand that change starts from within. It all begins with a decision, the decision to never settle for an average life again, to look at their current situation and say, "This is not the best I can be." Millionaires don't wait for motivation, they create it. They don't seek approval, they give it to themselves. And above all, they don't quit after the first failure, because they understand that every mistake carries a seed of growth. Napoleon Hill said it clearly, "Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve." That's not just a nice quote, it's a powerful truth that has transformed lives. Most people fail because they never truly believe they can succeed. They set small goals because they have big fears. But millionaires do the opposite, they feed their faith more than their doubt. They train their mind every day. They use affirmations, visualize their goals, and take action even without guarantees. Because they know success doesn't come by accident, it comes by design. And that design starts with daily habits, waking up early, reading, surrounding themselves with people who inspire them, investing in themselves, and never stopping their growth. They don't compare, they focus. They don't complain, they act. Because they know every minute spent complaining is a minute stolen from their progress. Successful people feel fear too, but they don't let it paralyze them. They use it as fuel. And when they fail, they don't stop. They assess, adapt, and come back stronger. Because their goal isn't just to make money. It's to become the kind of person who deserves success. True wealth isn't the money you have, it's the person you become along the way. Money is a result, not a cause. And when you focus on growing yourself, on building discipline, vision, and character, money comes as a consequence. If you're watching this, it's not a coincidence. Something inside you has already awakened. You already know you're capable of more. The question is, will you listen to that voice or keep ignoring it? Because millionaires don't wait for life to push them. They take the wheel. So today, decide to let go of the excuses. Decide to turn every day into an investment in yourself. Because the secret of the successful isn't in what they have, it's in how they think. And you, if you decide to start today, can think, act, and succeed like them. Your success begins now. Now that you know the mindset is the foundation, it's time to take the next step, action. Because knowledge without action is wasted potential. Every millionaire you admire didn't just think big, they acted boldly. They understood something most people don't. Ideas are cheap, but execution is priceless. You can read all the books, watch all the motivational videos, and plan for years, but if you don't act, your dreams stay locked inside you. And let me be honest with you, the world doesn't reward potential. It rewards results. You don't have to be perfect to start. You just have to start. The secret is in building momentum, taking one step today, then another tomorrow. Success doesn't come from giant leaps. It comes from small daily victories, stacked one on top of the other until they create unstoppable momentum. And yes, you will fail. You will feel lost. You will doubt yourself. But that's part of the journey. Every successful person you see once stood where you are, confused, afraid, unsure. The only difference is that they decided to move anyway. They didn't wait to feel ready. They became ready by doing. There is no perfect moment to chase your goals. The perfect moment is the one you're in right now. Because right now, someone with less talent than you is winning simply because they decided to act. While others hesitate, the successful execute. And as you take action, something powerful happens. Your confidence grows. You begin to trust yourself. You begin to believe that what once felt impossible is now within reach. Millionaires don't ask, "What if I fail?" They ask, "What if I succeed?" They focus on the possibility, not the fear. And that shift from fear to vision is what separates dreamers from doers. They don't need all the answers before starting. They trust that clarity will come through motion. And most importantly, they learn to fall in love with the process. Because success isn't a destination, it's a rhythm, a lifestyle, a daily decision to rise above mediocrity. If you can build discipline when nobody's watching, if you can keep pushing when there's no applause, then you're already ahead of 90% of people. So ask yourself today, what am I waiting for? What story am I telling myself to justify staying the same? You were not born to repeat yesterday. You were born to grow, to lead, to create impact. But none of that happens until you step outside your comfort zone. Fear will always whisper reasons to hold back. But courage only needs one reason to move forward. And that reason is you. Your future, your purpose, your potential. You were given a mind capable of changing. Your reality, don't waste it. By living small. The world needs your light. Your family, your dreams, your legacy, they're all waiting on you to become who you were meant to be. Not someday, but now. Because the longer you wait, the louder your regrets will become. But if you decide to rise to act, to commit, your results will speak louder than your fears ever could. And now that you know, what will you do with all this? Because understanding isn't enough. Feeling inspired isn't enough. Dreaming isn't enough. Real transformation happens when you decide to apply what you've learned. When you make that internal, irreversible shift. Because it means nothing to know the secret is you. If you keep acting like it isn't, this is the moment to make a final decision, the kind that splits your life in two. Before this day, you were someone who thought about changing. After today, you can be someone who took control and created a new reality. Don't wait for the perfect conditions. Don't keep telling yourself, I'll start tomorrow. Because tomorrow is just an excuse wearing the mask of hope. The only thing you truly have is now. And if you don't use it, you lose it. Look around. Most people live trapped in routine, resigned to survive instead of live. But you're not here by accident. You're listening to this because something inside you refuses to settle. Something inside you still believes, even silently, that you deserve a bigger, freer, more powerful life. That something is your true self. That's the version of you that doesn't want to be buried under excuses, fears, and doubts. And that version of you needs to come out. It needs you to fight for it, to act, to become who you were always meant to be. Because no one is coming to save you. No one will fight for your dreams like you will. It has to be you. Do it for you, for your future self. For that version of you that's waiting for you to finally take this seriously. Do it for those who come after you. For your family, for those who believe in you. Even for those who doubted you. Because nothing speaks louder than a transformed life. Do it for the legacy you'll leave. The world doesn't need more people who quit. The world needs leaders, disciplined dreamers. Real people who prove that success is possible. And you can be one of them. It doesn't matter where you come from. What matters is where you're willing to go. Remember this, the difference between an ordinary life and an extraordinary. One isn't talent, it's decision. So choose to move. Choose to rise. Choose to be bold. Because everything changes when you change. And if you've made it this far, it means something in you has already begun to change. Don't ignore it. Don't shut it down. Let it grow. Because from this moment on, there's no turning back. Today marks the start of a new chapter. Today, you stopped being a sleeping version of yourself and started awakening your true power. Thank you for staying until the end. Thank you for giving yourself this moment to reflect, to be inspired, and to believe in yourself again. Remember, the secret is not in the world. The secret is within you. This message comes from someone who, like you, once felt fear, but chose to move forward anyway. Now it's your turn. I'll see you at the top. Because if you don't quit, success isn't a possibility, it's only a matter of time.